Alright, hey guys, so today I wanted to make a pretty special video on a website called Keymailer. Keymailer is a place where people can request games from developers and developers can send out free review copies to various YouTubers and streamers. This website is probably the sole reason why this YouTube channel exists. Back a few years ago, I used to collect Steam games through various bundles and so forth, which I make a lot of videos about on this channel currently. But I got kind of jealous of other YouTubers because they would consistently get like free games just sent to them from developers just to promote on their channels. I'm like, I can do that. It's not that hard. So that's why I started making YouTube channels a long time ago. Back then, I wasn't very good at it. I didn't have any subscribers. So honestly, anyone can do this. It doesn't really matter. As long as you can make videos, you can request games through Keymailer. So I'm just going to go through it. Basically, you have to link your YouTube or your Twitch account to Keymailer once you make an account on Keymailer. And then basically you're just going to be going through games and requesting them. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the actual site. So once you have an account, the website looks something like this. There's a ton of games displayed here. You can request essentially anything on this website, and there's no limit to how many games you can request. It's constantly updated every day as there's constantly new games being released on Steam. If you scroll down, you can see a live game section and then a upcoming game section. Upcoming games haven't been released yet, live games have. There's a ton of games in each category. What I like to do is just scroll all the way down to view more, and then you can actually categorize it by games themselves. This website does have DLC, so you kind of want to filter out the DLC if you're not into DLC. I personally don't care about the DLC. And then you just go through and you click request game on each one. You can even click on them and you can see what the games are about. I'm going to go to the top and just click on my profile real quick. I just want to show you sort of how it all works out. Once you receive a game, if the developer has accepted your request, you'll get a Steamkey, and then you can start making content on YouTube, Twitch, whatever. Basically all you have to do is add a keyword to your video. So for example, if I scroll down here, let's just find like Kingdom Come Deliverance, for example. I have the name of the game in my YouTube as a keyword, and then it automatically links it to this website, and it does track how much content you've created. So currently my influence rank is gold, which means I'm more likely to receive keys from developers. When you start out on this website, you won't get very many games. You'll probably get some very, very low-end games, but don't let it be discouraging. When I started out on YouTube, if you look like a couple years back, you'll see a lot of very, very low-end games, but I enjoy all sorts of indie games. If you don't enjoy indie games, you probably shouldn't be on this website. But I will say you'll start out at like bronze rank, and then if you make, say, like 2 videos a week, you'll quickly move up to silver and then to gold rank, and then you'll start getting more and more games, especially as your Twitch or YouTube channel grows. I know once you get like 10,000 subscribers, you'll start getting more keys more frequently. Over here, I can just show you like how the keys are distributed. When a developer like accepts your request, you'll get a little notification here. And as you can see here, these are all the games that I have been granted today. So this is just for March 19th. So I have 6 games that I'm supposed to make a review on. Sometimes I don't get around to reviewing all of them. Honestly, if the game is really bad, I'll play it for a little while and then I'll just be like, oh, it's not really worth trashing on. I don't really like to talk negatively about games very often. I typically just like to play games that are enjoyable. But here are some of the games that I received. They're all kind of random. I request a lot of games. What I would suggest if you're starting out on YouTube, or Twitch even, I would suggest requesting a lot of lower end games. This website does have AAA games as well. Things like Call of Duty even show up on this site. Things like Skyrim, Fallout, they all appear when they are first released, and then they get taken off the site a few months later. Basically, publishers love to promote their game during the first month or the first few weeks of release, and that's why they get on this site. And this Keymailer site is very, very well known, so even big developers will get their games on here. You can even see like Kerbal Space Program is right here. That's a pretty big one. You're not going to get accepted for most of them. Even I don't get accepted for the large majority of games that I request. So it's kind of hit or miss, and it really depends on how big your YouTube channel is, how many views you get, how many people are subscribing. So yeah, this is just a quick little video on Keymailer. I thought you might find it interesting. If you haven't heard of it, I would encourage you guys to start making YouTube videos. It's not that hard. If you've seen my other videos, I don't really put a whole lot of effort into my videos. My gameplay videos are mostly just first impressions. So I'll just play a game for like maybe 30 minutes, see if it's good or not, and then give my opinion on it. And then I like to make Steam reviews as well. I really enjoy writing Steam reviews. It's pretty enjoyable. So this goes hand in hand with that, and you get to make some nice quality content, and if your channel grows, you can start making a little money as well. So along with that, I do want to show you guys a few other websites that you can request Steam keys from. There's a website called Moveit, which is pretty good. This website has basically qualifications for various games, but you can request, I think it's either 3 to 5 games, and you can instantly get the Steam keys. You don't have to wait for the developer to respond, but some of the games do have requirements. Some of them are like you have to have 5,000 subscribers, for example, before you're allowed to apply for it. But a lot of them allow like anyone to request the key. So pretty much anyone can do this as long as you have like a YouTube channel and you link it. Even if you don't have any views at all, you might be able to get some games through this website, and then you can start creating content through Moveit. So that's another one, very similar to Keymailer, except you get the keys instantly. You don't have to wait for the developers to accept your requests. The next site is a site called Distribute or Distribute. I've used this site in the past. This is one of the first sites that I knew about. It has a bunch of games here. Some of them are mobile games, but most of them are Steam games. And basically you request access, and then this site will literally send an email to the developers directly, and then the developers can send you an email back with the game key. So that's another nice way. Strike Force Kitty, this looks pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of the Grand Theft Auto Vice City, so I might have a look into that. Sorry, getting a little distracted. But this is another website that you can request Steam keys. I'm sure there's other websites as well. There's another site called Indie Boost. If you have a following already, you can request to sign up for their media or their media page. This is mainly for developers. This website basically allows developers to like promote their game. Like they can pay to promote their game, and then they send out emails to a bunch of different influencers and basically offer the Steam keys for free. Sometimes they even pay people to cover games. I've never been offered money to review a game, just letting you guys know, but sometimes they do have various like sponsorship deals. So this is kind of a cool website if you want to promote your game, if you're making a game, or if you want to get like emails about new games that are trying to get their name out. You can go through this website, so kind of cool. And then I guess the other way, I'm sure you guys already know this, but if you want a specific game, if you have a following, you can go to like Steam, click on the whatever game you're looking for, and you can find the developer name. So this is Fatshark. And then you can just Google like Fatshark or whatever the publisher's name is. Go to their main website. This isn't it. Hold on. Fatshark Games is what I'm looking for. And then typically on every single like publisher website, there's always like a contact section. It's usually at the bottom. If you click the contact section, you can find the email to the PR people, and you can write them an email and request a Steam game through that. This is probably the hardest way, and it's probably the most like old school way, is finding the developers' emails and reaching out to them, and hopefully they'll respond. Typically they don't, especially if you don't have a large following on like YouTube or social media. So yeah, that's just a quick overview of Keymailer and a couple other sites that you can use to request Steam games. Free games makes making content on YouTube so much more worthwhile. And if you're into a lot of different genres, different indie games, if you like game collecting, this might be a good website for you. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day.